All right, hold up. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're gonna go on a quest to find the best social media platform for the IWC for wrestling content, whether it be from the perspective of consuming or creating. Hold up a second. We're gonna surf the web. Some of these I can already tell are invalid, so hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't finish this. Hold on. Okay, maybe I'll do this. So YouTube. Okay, TikTok has content, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Oh, that was Facebook, but that can stay there too. I don't know what this is. What is this? Discord? I'm sure there's probably wrestling discords, but we're not. I don't know if we should include that one. What's this happy face? Somebody help me out. Pinterest? No. Vine's dead. Well, actually, no. Vine's rebirthed. Yo, remember Skype? Anybody remember Skype? Anyways, okay. Here's what we'll do. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I think that's a pretty good pool. You know what? I'll add Discord. Everything else can eat shit. All right, let's begin. So who should we start with? Facebook? I don't know if Facebook actually. Okay, well, I guess that makes it easy for me. The fact that you can't use Facebook without being like logged in. Get out of here. Also, Facebook's always been behind the curve on everything. But for example, I remember back in the day, fake prank channels were becoming a trend and they were getting popular, and people on YouTube were the first to discover this and they would expose it. Then like years later on Facebook, you're seeing people falling for the same shit that already been exposed years ago on YouTube. And you ever seen them AI videos on Facebook? People's granny thinking the cat's playing a guitar for real? What are we doing? Or you seen the one where it's some like old lady holding a boulder on a glass bridge and she falls backwards and the whole bridge shatters and like 10,000 people fall to their death because they're all on the bridge for whatever reason. She like that's Facebook for you. Anyways, Facebook for wrestling content? Miss me with that. All right. Okay, so I guess for the sake of getting it out of the way, let's start with Twitch. So Twitch, the streaming platform. Could you be a content creator on Twitch? Or if you're a spectator, could you get your satisfactory entertainment fix from Twitch TV? So here's the thing. Here's what I noticed about Twitch. Obviously, it was a gaming platform. It's not so much anymore. You got a bunch of like live stream or just chatters. So if you're not streaming the latest 2K, what I've noticed is you got some people that every Monday Night Raw, every SmackDown, you got your live watch parties. Some people may share the footage on screen. Some people might not. Maybe you'll hear the audio, maybe you won't. Some people definitely get banned for showing too much, etc. So is it legitimate? Is it decent? This is decent, by the way. I said dece for short. Is it weak? Or is it get out of here? But first, let's say you're playing 2K. Now I know the 2K25 hype is like dying down. So the live, what time is it? It is 3 p.m. on a Sunday for me right now, as we're recording this. And the top streamer in this, wait, actually, does it sort by top view count? I think they changed that. Hold on. Recommended. Viewers, high to low. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, this guy is the highest. So at the moment, the highest viewed channel is 204 viewers. And then the second channel isn't even in English. What is this? So I would say, from a content creator perspective, Twitch is pretty weak. I won't say it's completely get out of here, because you can do this, but if you're doing this, you're probably doing this in addition to this, for example. You'd probably do this for VODs, and then you probably do this for your live streams, and then clip your VODs into this, stuff like that. From the spectator perspective, it looks like there's not much interest also. Again, unless you probably already have motion from one of these other things. So Twitch, I'm going to say is weak tier. Because at the moment, again, on the weekend, at this time, the collective pool in this category is 1.1 viewers. So yeah, Twitch, weak. Next, we're actually going to get Discord out of the way. And Discord, I'm going to put into Dece. Discord is decent to exist in as the IWC or within the IWC. If you know which servers to find or which servers to exist in, maybe your favorite YouTuber has their own Discord and you've joined theirs and you got a little community going in there, stuff like that. So as far as just being a fan and talking wrestling, it's decent, but it's all going to depend on whose server it is. But I put it decent because you kind of have to go out your way to find a good one. All right, next. Should we do Twitter next? Actually, you know what? Let's do Instagram. I got Instagram. I don't post on Instagram. I got it open here. I just opened it and this is the first thing that popped up, so I had to like it. Again, I'm not too active. Is that Dakota Kai? Shoutouts. So I'm familiar with Instagram. I just don't really use it too much yet. I should start though, because you got Instagram Reels. So if you're a content creator, Instagram Reels versus TikTok versus YouTube Shorts. This is how crazy this is. Like, so check this out. You can post the same video, the same short, TikTok, whatever, on all three of these at the same time, and they will perform wildly different. Like what goes viral on like maybe YouTube might flop on TikTok and vice versa. It can just go either way. So if you have all three of these and you do shorts, for example, it might actually be worth posting on all three to see how it goes. First of all, though, let's see what happens if I just do this. What happens if you type WWE? Oh, is that how this shit works? Okay, so I guess you can search people in specific that you know have an Instagram account. Wait, what's explore? Okay, I don't know if this is based on who I'm following. Or if this is because I typed in WWE. Hey, yo. Okay, let's check out Reels. Let's just scroll and see what happens. Rhea and Zelina Vega on some Death Note. Some Death Note cosplay. He's probably cheating. So yeah, as you can see here, people do kind of like post reels like this. Just like little funny gags and whatever. Bailey. Nice. Yeah, man, check out this dope shit. Arcane. Here we go. What the fuck? Jeff Hardy? Swanton? Break the table. Oh shit, they actually broke the table? Okay, these guys are actually going in. They got the trash cans and everything. Okay, so you get it. Stuff like that. Hold on, let me move myself back to the middle. Instagram definitely legit. You can make content on there and it's a good scroll. You can have a good time as a fan on Instagram. Next, let's do TikTok next. I'm not logged in here, I guess, but let's see what happens on TikTok when you search WWE. Okay, so I'm already liking this more because you can search. As much as people say TikTok isn't for search, and you just kind of just like let the algorithm throw shit at you and then take it, at least you can still search if you want to. Instagram, I didn't really feel like you could do that. That being said, TikTok is way more gooner than Instagram Reels, it feels like. I've also noticed the meta on TikTok also seems to be, if it's not gooning, it seems to be just like live reacting to the show and farming the clip. Like the type of clips that they use on WWE television when they're showing fan reactions. Like, look at the amount of goon content. I guess that's TikTok naturally anyway, even outside of wrestling. Like, I'm not even logged in. Look at this. And it's always like already like this woman on the beach. I've not influenced this at all. Feet. Sucking fingers. Shirt off. Peanut butter and muscles. I don't, like, what are we doing? Kissing. Okay, anyways, you get my point. Let's go back to the search real quick. How do I find, like, creators? Okay, so WWE has their own TikTok. Reactions. Okay, you can search by users. Hey, you know what? I think I've made my decision. I'm actually surprised at this. TikTok, I'll say, is legit. The meta is just, I guess, out of whack on that goon material. I thought I was going to put TikTok above Instagram, but the more I realize, I think Instagram is overall just better generally for a wrestling fan. Because content, you can follow your favorites who are on Instagram, follow their updates, and you can post photos and videos and stories and stuff like that, whereas TikTok is kind of just like what we saw. TikTok more kind of focuses on one thing, whereas Instagram is a little bit more flexible. So Instagram, I'm putting above TikTok, and I think that's my final answer, because it's hard to even like find users on here. You can search though, shout outs to the search bar. But the fact that all I did is put in WWE and like 90% of the content is like, yeah. So I'm gonna keep that there. Next, we're down to 3: YouTube, Reddit, and Twitter. Okay, so I forgot you also can't scroll Twitter unless you have an account. So if you type in WWE in Twitter, granted, I already made up my mind, but let's see what's going on here. Okay, so a lot of the super like I almost said the word again. Wrestlers have Twitter accounts, so this is another platform where it's good to like look. There's three right there. This is actually Drew McIntyre posting, actually Asuka, Carmelo Hayes, for example, Blake Monroe. Like a lot of them are on Twitter. So if you're just like trying to follow your favorites, Twitter's legit. Twitter's good. But then there's everything else on Twitter that you typically see, which is everyone else. Like Twitter might need its own tier, if I'm being real, because Twitter's both legit and the worst place at the same time. Like I can't I fucking hate Twitter. Twitter is so fucking disgusting. How do I even do this? I might have to put this here because I gotta kind of respect it because it's usable. And again, like I said, it's good for following your favorites and sometimes catching news and stuff like that. But when you see some of the brain dead posts from some of the bigger content creators on this platform who have some of the bigger followings, it's like it's all engagement bait, dude. It's just pure engagement bait, rage bait. Again, anytime you see a blue check mark that says something off, it's probably a bait to get you to engage with it. It's Montez Ford. Here we got people wanting the SmackDown versus Raw 2026. Did you guys like the SmackDown versus Raw series more than 2K? I think there's pros and cons to both, but I guess the thing I like most about 2K is the more realistic simulation for how I engage with the game anyway. This friggin' surprisingly, I haven't come across any of the bottom tier type trash posts you'll typically come across on here. But that's still staying here. Fuck Twitter. Next, Reddit. Good old Reddit. So Reddit, what I often hear people say about Reddit are my thoughts about Twitter. Apparently the most toxic people are on Reddit. Hold up. How do I? Okay, so provided that you're following the correct subreddits for the type of content that you want, I guess, or just like the general IWC discussions and stuff like this. There's a few of those, a few big ones. r/WWE, r/wrestling here. This is where you get like the bulk of your fix of current discussions and stuff like this. Oh God, what is this? Jericho tag partner options when he returns to WWE. Okay, what did you guys pick? Jericho and Jey Uso, or Jericho and Joe Hendry? I don't like either of these. So yeah, Reddit is similar to Twitter in where you can get your news. The only thing that's missing, I guess, is like you're not here to follow your favorite wrestlers or anything because like that's not what this platform is. This is like pure IWC, but I actually put this above Twitter. Not from a content, obviously not from a content creator's perspective, but just as like a platform in general, as a place to visit if you are a fan or involved in the IWC in some manner. I think Reddit is a good place. It's also better in the sense that you can refer to older posts to see what people were talking about in the past or at any point. If you're Googling something like a while back, everyone was asking, oh, why does everybody hate Jey Uso? If you're trying to get a wide range of opinions on anything, what I usually do is you literally just put Reddit after that. Then obviously Google will give you a list of relevant posts that are all on Reddit from different time periods, whether it's like the most recent, like today, yesterday, a week ago, a month, sometimes even years ago if you need to look back that far. So I think Reddit is legit and better than Twitter. And last but not least, there was YouTube. I'm not even biased, I'm correct, but I'm biased too. For content, if you want to get your best content fix from content creators, whoever, or WWE themselves, highlights, whatever, streams, long form content, short form content, they even got posts now. All this can be done on YouTube and is engaged with in many different ways, whether it be people watching YouTube on their television, whether it be people messing with it on their phones. They only have a quick moment, so they scroll shorts for a few seconds while they got the moment in between what they're doing, what they're busy with in their everyday. With the rest of these, who's using Instagram on their television? who's using TikTok on their television, Reddit, Discord. You don't. YouTube has basically taken over TV. YouTube has become TV for a lot of people. And again, you got the YouTube search. Oh, I don't even. Actually, what happens? Let's actually take a look here real quick. What happens if you just put WWE on a fresh YouTube search? So you'll get the WWE channel themselves. 112 million subs. Some people definitely, like, obviously this is over like however many years they've been on YouTube, which I actually don't know where the first. Actually, let's find that out. What year did WWE actually join YouTube? Shut up. So YouTube or WWE, oh, 2007. Okay. Because YouTube came out in 2005. So within 2 years, they were already on the platform. Okay. As for content creators, like take your pick. There's lots of them. Okay, yeah, maybe they're not the easiest to find through this method, but there's definitely, because obviously the math isn't 112 million. Who's the biggest like IWC content creator? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure a lot of, or I guess most people kind of only use YouTube to mess with like the actual WWE themselves and aren't so much here for like IWC stuff. But either way, still does not change the fact that YouTube is the #1 platform for the IWC. I guess I have to say, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone disagrees with this, but if you do, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, it's Isaac Thunder, and I'm out.